But with that being said, without us, there's no child in y'all.
Right.
So with that being said, based off that magnificence of that father, whatever that father is, that's what that child is going to be to me. Anything?
Pretty much, I said what I said. I said what I said. So I'm done. We can all leave our comments.
What it do, what it do. It's your boy JP, your girl.
Cocaina.
And today, we back with another one. Before we get into things, please do me a favor and
like and subscribe.
That way. So today, we want to talk about an interesting topic. Something that I feel like that'll get a lot of people talking, get a lot of people commenting. I want you guys to talk to me. I want you guys to lead some dialogue. I want to interact with you guys. You guys are my family. You know what I'm saying? We are in this together. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, the topic that we're going to talk about is like, if we have a kid, is this kid more of a black kid, or is this kid more of a white kid? You know what I'm saying? Now, we all know black and white people, when they decide to have kids, the baby is light-skinned, it's interracial. But with that being said, when the kid grow up, do you think the kid is going to lean towards more, towards the black crowd or more towards the white crowd? Is your baby considered white, or is your baby considered to be black? So with that being said, oh yeah, do me another favor and
like and subscribe.
That way. You want to start off?
Okay, so in my opinion, I think that physically looking at the child, the baby is going to look predominantly black. Clearly, like a lot of people that are mixed, sometimes you don't even know that they're mixed. Sometimes you could just be super light skinned. So I feel like predominantly looking at the child, like people are gonna, like society will look at the child like they're black. For me, looking at my child, I look at the child like I know that my child is black and white. I'm not gonna tell my child.
You can't pick both though.
Yes, you can.
You can't
because
pick
you're
both.
Mixed. You're mixed. You're a mixed child. You're half of me and half of you. Like, you can't tell the child you gotta pick black or white.
But no, you're not gonna tell the child you're gonna pick black or white. But when that child reach a certain age, he's gonna navigate to the white demographic or the black demographic. So that's what I'm saying. So like, I believe, and this is not everyone, but I believe if we was to have a child, I believe the baby would be more black than white. One, I feel like my genes is stronger than hers. Period. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm producing my I feel like it's strong. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm producing strong genes out here. You know what I'm saying? That's one. For two, I just feel like she said, the physical traits, how they go, as they get older, maybe, you know what I'm saying, depending on the African American person, if they're a little lighter in or they're on their dark end, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna, if they're on the dark end, their skin tone is gonna be a little darker. You know what I'm saying? They probably gonna, like she said, the physical features, you know what I'm saying, the baby's gonna look like a black baby to me. I feel like, and I also feel like, depending on like environment as well, depending on the environment, depending on like, living situations, but I feel like interracial babies is more black than white. Period. I feel like it's more black than white.
Physically looking at them, of course, because they're gonna take the predominant color of the two. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna take the darker tone.
I'm saying,
but as far as like demographic goes, I feel like a child can embrace both sides.
I'm not saying they can't embrace both sides. What I'm saying is, okay, I have a friend that's in the hood right now. We call him Kels. Killer. Shout out to Killer.
Okay.
His mom is a Caucasian lady.
Right.
His father is a African American man.
Right.
In the hood, as far as me, I call Kels white boy. But to me, Killer is a black boy. Why?
Because of how he look.
How he look, who he hang with, how he talk.
Okay, I see.
How he dress. When we when, like, you know, if he has a crowd, or if he, you know, he do music. So if he has a music event going on, more African American people is going to go to his function than Caucasian.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like my friend Killer, he'd be more on the black side. I just feel like if you just have a baby by a black man, I just feel like that baby I feel like that baby is a black child.
For sure.
The genes, the physical traits.
Okay. So, I mean, I agree with like what you're saying, but then I also agree with the fact that, like, you know, they could do both. They could have their side of like going to the hood and having that hood to go to, and having another neighborhood to go to as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, going through both demographics. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then when we have like things together, you know, they all come together, and it's like that. You know what I mean?
If we have a kid,
physically looking
if
at
we
them,
have a kid, if we have a kid,
okay,
and our kid is 16, 17, 18, he or she is about to go on about their, you know, their self, their life, right?
Okay.
If our child was to get pulled over by the police,
mm-hmm.
what are you gonna say? Are you gonna tell them, hey, you're a light-skinned kid, you know, they might look at you as a black person, so you need to act this way? Or are you going to be like, hey, no offense to no one out there, white or black, but I feel like when sometimes, a little more than most, okay, majority, if a white person get pulled over by a police officer, they're a little more argumentative. They have a little more leeway than an African American dude or person in general. So with that being said, if we was to have a child, are you going to sit this child down and be like, hey, you have to act accordingly to this, to that, this is why because this happened, etc.? Or are you going to be like, hey, you don't have to really worry about that?
No, I'm not for sure not.
Why?
I'm about to sit you down because exactly what you said, whether they are black and white, as you know, for us.
No. Go ahead.
For you and I, we know that our child is black and white, but to society, the child is going to look black. So I have to sit my child down and let them know of the precautions of the police and getting pulled over and the laws.
So therefore, to you, the child is gonna be black.
The child is black, but the child
is black and white.
Yes.
The child would be black and white to me too. The child would be.
But to society, the child is black. That's what I'm saying. Like, the child is looked at predominantly like they are black. They're not looking at the fact that they are black and white. They're looking at the fact of how they look on the outside, and that they look physically black.
So they're going to be put into the black category if they look black, if they have physical traits that's black.
In society, yes, they will.
Right. So
yes. So I'm agreeing with the fact of sitting them down and making them fully aware of this and that and this and that because of this and that and this and that. I would never tell my child, especially knowing what goes on in this world, like not to, or to think that they have any leeway, because to me and you, they're mixed. To society, a police officer is not going to look at our child like
to me and you, listen, to me and you, they're mixed, but they're black to me.
I am agreeing with
you.
Even
though, listen, they only mixed because we know as a society what we produce. But in life, this child is black.
Yes, I know.
So therefore, I'm not, but therefore, I'm going to treat this kid as a black kid. I'm going to get this kid black information. I'm going to try to raise this kid like, you know, I'm going to try to do everything in a black household. That's what I'm going to try to do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because, one,
you got to prepare them for the world that they're, you know, looked at in society like they are black. Right.
They are black.
Right.
What do you guys think? Do you guys think the kid is going to be black or white? Leave some dialogue. So we know when a white and black people, when they have kids, we know it's an interracial relationship. We know the kid come out light skinned, interracial. You know what I'm saying? We know that already. But let's dig a little deeper. When a kid come out, is a kid more of a black child or is a kid more of a white child? I believe, so my answer is I believe the kid is going to be more on the black side. Physical traits, you know, color of the skin, how they talk, how they walk, and again, maybe a part of environment as well. So I say black. What do you say?
I say that the child will be black to everybody else. Like, I feel like the child will still predominantly look black and, you know, talk black and all those things. But I do believe that having a mixed child, they will have, like, you know, tendencies of mine.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
of course.
I mean,
but
yes.
to society, yes, I believe that our child would be black.
They would be black.
In our household, we can do things how we do things. To society, that's how they're going to look at our child.
So with that being said, if you guys are in an interracial relationship and you guys are having a child or preparing for a child or thinking about having a child, you know, leave some dialogue, leave some comments, you know, interact with us. You know, we really want to, you know, get interacting with you guys. And tell me what you guys think. Is the child going to be black or is the child going to be white? You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna raise this child to speak to the police a certain type of way, or are you gonna really throw that out the window because, you know, mom or dad might be white? Now again, remember prior to this, I said I really believe I said the child would be black because of the father. I said that because of me. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? How can I say this? I'm trying to sum it up. It's in my head, but I can't really get it out. I just feel like whatever demographic the father is, so boom.
The stronger gene is or the stronger.
Listen, so if the father is white, you know, things might not be as hard as far as life. Okay? Now the black woman is gonna, you know, she's gonna go through certain things and all that. But again, the male, to me, the male is always being looked at. The male is always, you know what I'm saying, okay, that's his son. Okay, that's his daughter. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, if the father is white, I would say the kid would be white. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
But I mean, you realize that even though the father is white and the mother is black, that the child's skin tone will still be like, depending how dark of a skin tone the female has, that child can still come out black to society, just like they would with you and I.
True, but I'm saying
how they're raised.
No, I'm saying more of the father. I'm basically saying I feel like males have stronger genes than women. I feel like without a male, women is, you know, they're not able to produce children. Therefore, when we, you know, ejaculate our okay, that's us.
I understand.
That's our genes. That's our blood. That's coming from our body. So with that being said, whatever demographic the father is, that's what that kid is going to be. Again, please leave y'all comments, y'all dialogue, because that's how I think. Therefore, if I have a kid with her, our kid is going to be black. So I have to raise him off the whole black routine, the whole how the black people get down. Now, if it was a Caucasian daddy, this man is going to raise this child off of his beliefs.
Right, that's what I said. Raised, how they're raised.
But I'm saying though,
but because they may still physically look black, but they're going to be raised in a white household.
But again, that's his sperm. That's his genes.
Right, I know what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. But so like, it's the man. It's like, what you saying?
But what I'm saying is that as the man,
right,
you are obviously raising this child, and this is your household. Like, that's your demographic, right? Right. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Like, the father is white, so he's predominantly going to be white because he's raised with a white father. But on the outside, he may not physically look white, so he's still going to have to be raised with the demographic of a black child.
And listen, I ain't gonna lie. Again, I'm going straight back to us.
I know what he's saying,
like, but we are producing it's our stuff.
I'm only speaking on the skin tone, so that
of course this child is gonna be gonna have a shade lighter or a shade darker.
Right. So obviously the child will have to be raised with certain differences that wouldn't be put in a white household.
The mom, you're going to teach the child your beliefs and values. I'm going to teach the child my beliefs and values.
Right.
Boom. That's one. We got on page.
Right.
2. Without me, can you do you?
I can't have a child without you.
Okay. So with that being said, this is me. This is my child. Now I understand that you're carrying it. Listen, I understand you're carrying it. Ladies, I don't want no one to feel like y'all ain't carrying it. Y'all ain't doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? Kudos to y'all. That's big. You know what I'm saying? Y'all doing the vitamins. Listen, that's G. I ain't gonna lie. But with that being said, without us, there's no child in y'all.
Right.
So with that being said, based off that magnificence of that father, whatever that father is, that's what that child is gonna be to me. Anything?
Pretty much, I said what I said. I said what I said. So I'm done. We can all leave our comments and like and subscribe because I'm done. There's nothing more I can say. We came to our agreement, so we're good with that.
What y'all guys think?
Yeah.
With that being said, do me a favor and
like and subscribe.
That way.